It's a debate that has lasted at least 200 years, a bitter struggle over which wars have been fought, criminal dictatorships have been established, and real human atrocities have been committed. The visual economic community, let's be clear, these days, the debate is dead. Capitalism has proved to be the system that generates the most wealth by far. While in socialist countries like Cuba, North Korea, or Eritrea, people live in misery and hunger, in Switzerland, Australia, the USA, or Ireland, the great benchmarks of the capitalist system, residents enjoy the highest levels of prosperity in their entire history. Free market capitalism, wherever it is applied, is such a resounding success that there is not even any discussion, is there? Well, hold on a moment, because we have something to tell you. In this video, we would like to present the case of Haiti, the poorest country in the Americas, a state with an economy comparable to that of Afghanistan, and with a per capita income that barely exceeds $140 per month. Haiti could be the proof of the failure of capitalism, a place where, according to many, the free market not only does not work, but has condemned the country to misery.
Haiti, the neoliberal model imposed on the country, is failing its citizen.
The problem is no longer just poverty, but that capitalism may be favoring business elites at the expense of impoverishing workers. Haiti has a Gini index of 0.59, making it one of the most unequal places on the planet. And this brings us back to the original debate: capitalism versus socialism. Haiti is the second closest country to Cuba. They are practically intimate neighbors. However, while Cuba represents the failure of socialism, Haiti could represent the failure of US-imposed capitalism. This comparison is so curious that socialists on social media often use Haiti as a weapon against capitalism itself. Haiti would be the proof that the dominant system is a swindle. And yes, countries like Switzerland are rich, but there are also many other countries like Haiti, which, although capitalist, are terribly poor. Nevertheless, why is the capitalist system failing in Haiti? What's more, is Haiti really as capitalist a country as many say? And if not, why is it the poorest country in the Americas? Well, friends, the reality behind this Caribbean country is much more complex than you could imagine. Because despite everything we have just told you, 300 years ago, Haiti was not only not poor, it was one of the most prosperous places on Earth. Neither Peru, nor Chile, nor Argentina, Haiti was the first American country after the USA to gain independence from Europe. Its economy was a veritable beast. It constituted more than 1/3 of French international trade, and its sugar production exceeded that of all the British West Indies combined. Until January 1804, Haiti was a colony owned by the French, a gold mine that France developed through slavery. Because yes, in its origins, the Haitian territory was a French slave labor camp with thousands and thousands of slaves brought from Africa. This is exactly what explains why today the country's population is entirely African American and French speaking. And no wonder, while the civilian population was composed of 25,000 French citizens, the African American slave population exceeded 700,000. In other words, there were almost 30 slaves for every one French person. As you can imagine, with almost 30 slaves for every French person, the situation soon got out of control. The spirit of the French Revolution came to Haiti. The slaves, fed up with tyranny, started the most successful slave rebellion in history. And in a fierce battle lasting several years, they took up arms, expelled France from the island, and in January 1804 constituted their own state. Haiti was the first black and former slave state in the Americas. But of course, the French did not idly stand by. After independence, Haiti had a big problem. As an island, it needed to trade with other countries, such as the US and Europe itself. However, France's political influence meant that many states did not recognize Haiti's authority and refused to trade with the islanders. In order to move forward, Haiti had to reach an agreement, more like blackmail, with the French Empire. France forced Haiti to pay 150 million francs in exchange for its independence. We are talking about $18 billion at the current exchange rate, a ridiculously high figure, which, to give you an idea, the Haitians only managed to pay off after 120 years. That is, after World War II. Be that as it may, after accepting this harsh blackmail, Haiti achieved peace and was recognized by many countries of the world. Finally, it was time to open up to markets, investments, and capitalism, which is the subject of this video. Even so, let's not go so fast, because do you remember that when Haiti was French, it was a large economy dedicated to agricultural exports? Well, the slave rebellion changed everything. The companies dedicated to agricultural exploitation were were expelled, and in many cases, their owners were murdered. Sugar plantations, the main driver of the country, were completely dismantled. Later, the new Haitian government banned foreign investment. Land ownership was redistributed among the local population, forming small plots of land for each family. In fact, in the constitution, it was determined that all children had the same right to inherit land. All of this changed Haiti from an economy based on large, productive, sugar-exporting plantations to a subsistence economy. By the end of the 19th century, almost all of the arable land was managed by small families who farmed for themselves. Or to put it another way, that Haiti became little more than a medieval self-subsistence economy. And take note, because here comes the first essential point of our video. The rulers of the time and society itself were absolutely anti-capitalist. In fact, the peasants organized themselves into guerrilla groups called cacos that attacked the country's business classes. And what does all this mean? Well, at the beginning of the 20th century, Haiti was much closer to socialism than to capitalism. They banned foreign investment, divided property among the poor, and guerrilla groups attacked the entrepreneurial bourgeois. As you can imagine, after that, the Haitian economy was completely stagnant. And the proof that the problem was its social structure and not capitalism, or climate, or natural disasters, was its neighbor, the Dominican Republic. You see, Haiti is located to the west of the island of Hispaniola, an island it shares with another country, the Dominican Republic. And although they have a shared territory, the economic differences between these two countries are overwhelming. The Dominican Republic is 6 times richer than Haiti, is among the 8 safest countries in Latin America, and has a diversified, productive model with a strong tourism engine. And if you don't believe me, a picture is worth 1,000 words. This is Santo Domingo, the capital of the Dominican Republic, but this is Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti. The differences are obvious. Of course, Haiti is no more capitalist than the Dominican Republic. In fact, while interventionism, the closing to investment, and the anti-capitalist society was taking hold in Haiti, many foreign investors and companies came to the Dominican Republic to create large plantations, factories, and set up infrastructure such as railroads and steam mills. In fact, the Dominican Republic was heavily influenced by Spanish liberals who were pro-market, as it had once been a Spanish colony. As a result, by the 20th century, the Dominican Republic was already doubling the per capita value of Haitian exports. And while it was exporting more and more, Haiti was only faring worse. All this meant that by the 1920s, although this can depend on the source consulted, the average Dominican standard of living was already reasonably higher than that of Haiti. For example, Dominicans had 3 times as many cars and telephones per capita. And in terms of education, the Dominican Republic doubled the percentage of children with access to elementary school. Thanks to having a relatively more prosperous economy open to investment, the Dominican government was able to reduce its customs and foreign investment taxes in exchange for income and consumption taxes. In other words, it was able to boost international trade even more than Haiti. But why was Haiti unable or unwilling to adapt to capitalism over the years? Why is it still such a poor country today? Well, Visualeconomik community, the issue is no longer that it is still a poor country. It is that Haiti is one of the few countries in the world that is poorer today than it was in the 1940s. It's an economy that has been in complete decline since even before World War II. The question is, why hasn't anything changed since then? Well, the answer lies in the USA. And no, I'm not referring to evil Uncle Sam capitalism. I see where you're going. I'm referring to the fact that in World War I, the US invaded the island of Hispaniola. In other words, the US invaded both Haiti and the Dominican Republic for strategic reasons. And with the arrival of the US, many economic and social reforms were implemented in both countries. The first was to create a local army capable of controlling the guerrilla groups, which, in Haiti's case, did not allow business development. The gringos also invested in infrastructure, eliminated regulations such as the one prohibiting foreign investment, and even implemented a major education reform. However, while all this worked in the Dominican Republic, it was a complete disaster in Haiti. The Haitians hated the Americans. Firstly, because they saw them as tyrannical colonialists who applied new laws as they pleased, and who were very reminiscent of French colonial slavery. And secondly, because the US military was deeply racist and classist towards the local population. Quickly, the Haitian guerrilla groups organized themselves and did not stop fighting against Uncle Sam's invaders. Finally, and in the face of strong social criticism in the United States itself, where the invasion was considered unjust, President Hoover decided to withdraw the troops and leave the country. The point is that after that, the Haitians went back to their usual style. Guerrilla groups and local elites again co-opted power. The army that brought order was dismantled, and both economic and educational reforms were paralyzed. In fact, the local Haitian elites, who have historically had a mafia-like character, sought to limit education within the population in order to keep the masses under control. Nevertheless, controlling the population does not mean controlling power. As we have said, Haiti is a country of guerrillas. It is practically an anarchic state in the style of Somalia with African warlords. Following the departure of the United States, several presidents arrived, and the country was even under the yoke of the dictators of the Duvalier family. But in reality, Haiti has never had a solid state capable of providing security, neither for investors, nor for local businessmen, nor even for the presidents themselves. And this is something that has lasted up until today, where just 2 years ago, the country's president was assassinated in cold blood.
Haiti President Jovenel Moise assassinated by armed commando group.
Let's be clear, the Dominican Republic was never a paradise of freedoms. For many years, it was ruled by the dictator Trujillo, and later by all kinds of governments, in many cases questionable. The difference with Haiti is that the Dominican Republic has had stable governments capable of providing security to both citizens and investors. In Haiti, that has never happened, and in fact, over time, it has gotten worse. The lack of investment and security has meant that, although Haiti's population is growing, salaries are not growing enough to support all the population. Haiti still has this philosophy of self-subsistence, with land distributed among many small landowners. And although that was not such a big problem previously, these days, with more than 11 million people living in the country, there is not enough land for everyone. Haiti has the lowest ratio of arable land per worker in Latin America. And this has meant, for example, that the Haitians have practically decimated the country's natural resources. Proof of this is in the forests. The border between the Dominican Republic and Haiti is clearly marked by the deforestation that the Haitians have carried out. The disaster has been so great that in 1980, Haiti became a net importer of sugar. Yes, the country that made its fortune exporting sugar 300 years ago now does not even have enough for itself. So going back to the question we raised at the beginning of the video, no, Haiti is not a capitalist country, nor is capitalism the cause of its collapse. Capitalism does not exist without legal and citizen security, and companies cannot develop if there are no fair laws that guarantee contracts. Historically, Haitian society has never been in favor of investment, nor of international finance, nor of the large companies that are necessary for capitalist development. Its political system and institutions are dysfunctional. There is no authority, and, sad as it is, it does not seem to be close to achieving any of those things. Haiti's failure has been a political and social failure, regardless of its economic model, its geography, or natural disasters. After all, these are all elements shared with the Dominican Republic, but the two countries have a completely different political and economic history. But having said that, now it's your turn. What do you think of the history of Haiti and the Dominican Republic? What would you do to solve their political anarchy of guerrilla warfare? How would you categorize their economic and social model? You can leave me your answer in the comments. If you like the video, like it, and I'll see you in the next one. All the best, see you soon.